Hello again. This is Lord Fafnir back with another one of our segments of Messages in the Music. Now, today's music source is for you Fleetwood Mac fans. However, you have to be a real die-hard Fleetwood Mac fan to know the version of the song I'm going to be drawing from. Now, Fleetwood Mac has been around since the 1960s and has gone through many lineup changes. Only the drummer, Mick Fleetwood, and the bass guitar player, John McVie, have actually been with the group through its entire existence. Most people, however, are only familiar with the most popular version of the group with Stevie Nicks, Lindsey Buckingham, and Christine McVie. However, today's song predates Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham in Fleetwood Mac. This song was written by Bob Welsh, who left the group just before Nicks and Buckingham joined it. The song is called Sentimental Lady. Now, if you happen to be familiar with this, you may know this alternate version that Bob Welsh did on his solo album that he did about 5 years after he left Fleetwood Mac. It was a very popular tune at the time. He also had most of Fleetwood Mac with him, and you can easily hear Stevie Nicks, Lindsey Buckingham, and Christine McVie singing backup vocals on the song. So, why am I referring to the original Fleetwood Mac version of the song? Well, it's because this version is the only one that has all the verses. For some reason, on Bob Welsh's solo album, the second verse was removed. And it's the verses that did its clairaudient calling to me. So I will sing you these verses, along with the refrain, as the refrain is probably the most recognizable portion of the song. You are here and warm, but I could look away and you'd be gone. 'Cause we live in a time when meaning falls in splinters from our minds. And that's why I've traveled far, 'cause I come so together where you are. Yes, and all of the things that I said that I wanted come rushing by in my head when I meet you. 14 joys and a will to be married. All of the things that they say are very sentimental. Gentle wind blowing through my life again. Sentimental lady, gentle one. Sentimental, gentle wind blowing through my life again. Sentimental lady, gentle one. And now the rarely heard second verse. You are here today, but easily you might just slip away. 'Cause we live in a time when paintings have no colors, words don't rhyme. And that's why I've traveled far, 'cause I come so together where you are. And then the song goes on with the refrain again, but you get the point. So, what is the message in this? Remember, the message is in the verses, not the refrain. And even though this song was written in the early 1970s, the tone of the verses applies now, albeit in a different way than it would have in the 1970s. This is a love song that is not really about love, but more about everyone's frame of mind. In times where little in the world makes sense, it can really screw up emotional relationships, especially intimate ones. By letting the outside world in too much, it can lessen emotional commitment to someone else. Think of the words, you are here and warm, but I could look away and you'd be gone. Because we live in a time when meaning falls in splinters from our minds. Or the second verse, you are here today, but easily you might just slip away. Because we live in a time when paintings have no color, words don't rhyme. So the message I'm sharing with you is not to let your feelings for others falter just because the world around you is in a complete disarray. Now is the time to rely on true meanings you have in your life, especially with other people you love. Find the inner strength within you, nurture it, increase it, show it to the outside, especially to those you love. Don't let your loved ones slip away just because you lose your own emotional focus. And if you think a loved one is slipping away from you, check in with them. Maybe they are losing their focus and need you to let them know you are still there. In this case, the outside world can be ignored. Your feelings are more important. So whether you are familiar with the song or not, I would suggest that you actually go find one of Bob Welch's versions of the song and listen to it thoroughly. You could either choose the original Fleetwood Mac version with all the verses on an album that's called Bare Trees, or, in my opinion, the musically better sounding version on his solo album that was called French Kiss. Either way, the message will come through. So, that's it for today. I hope this all makes sense to you. We'll be talking with you again soon. Take care.